Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Anthony here, to give you guys another movie review. This time it is for the new film, PG, Psycho Goreman. So January is usually where all films go to die. And every year it's like they just throw a whole bunch of crappy films in this month. But I think that this film, Psycho Goreman, is one of those gems that we see that come around ever so often. It's one of those films that I would recommend to show to your kids. If you have kids that are of age, and I mean like 15, but this movie's rated R, so you probably shouldn't watch them. But hey, I watched rated R movies when I was a little kid, and I turned out fine. Psycho Goreman tells the story of two kids who end up finding this gem that is able to control this psychotic alien from outer space that has been buried in their backyard for centuries. But now that Psycho Goreman is awake and roaming the earth, he just wants to kill everything in his sight. There's also some other aliens from outer space that are going to try to kill Psycho Goreman, but doesn't really work out that way. And if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I like these kind of simple to the point movies. And when I say simple to the point, I don't mean that the story is lacking in any way. I just mean that this is a simple story. It's about the two kids that find an alien in the ground. But the storytelling, the acting, and everything is so well done that the plot holes that are in this film, and there is a lot, are easy to overlook because everything else is so enjoyable. And this film reminds me of those adventure movies that we used to get a lot of in the 80s and 90s, like Conan the Barbarian or Monster Squad. I get lots of vibes with Monster Squad in here, like a rated R Monster Squad. It also reminds me of this movie Guyver, especially in the terms of the practical effects in Psycho Goreman, because I was just looking, I was like, okay, that's they totally had inspiration off of that. But like I said at the beginning of this video, I think this is a good movie to spend time with your kids. I mean, you're cooped up in the house already. Why not show them a rated R film? Talked a little bit about the practical effects in here. It just blew me out of the water. The makeup, the practical effects, the monster design, everything looks top notch. And I know this isn't gonna happen because usually these small indie films don't really get that much attention during award season. But this person, whoever did the makeup and the monster designs, they need to get some recognition because they just went out of the park with this stuff. But if we're gonna have to say that there's any negatives in this film, I will say that there is a couple of stuff in here. The plot holes, like I mentioned before, there is some obvious ones in here. But if you just want to turn off your brain and not think about it, then you could do that too. But some of the stuff in here is you're kind of scratching your head. You're like, but why didn't you just do that? Or that could easily be solved by just doing this. But like I said, it's just a mindless good time. So just turn off your brain and enjoy the gore. The movie also kind of drags a little bit during the second half. Just a lot of dialogue that doesn't really need to be there, I think. The action kind of comes to a screeching halt and you're just sitting there and you're just like, okay, do I look at my phone now? There's also some obvious voiceover, voice dubbing in with some of the characters, Psycho Goreman and another character in here. And I understand why they did it, because these people are in costume, full costume getup, and probably they're gonna have trouble talking. Because if you see some of the makeup that they're doing in this movie, I would imagine it's gonna be a little bit hard to talk. Overall, guys, like I keep on saying, I think this is a great kids movie and just a family movie in general. If you're not worried about the gore, if you can just, able to tell your kids that, we're gonna watch a rated R movie, but you can't be saying everything that's in this movie, they're gonna say it anyways. But guys, let me know what you think of Psycho Goreman in the comments down below. Did you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think that this is acceptable for kids even though it's rated R? Do you don't think so? Let me know in the comments down below. Also guys, be sure to check out my Twitter so you can stay up to date with my channel. Also check out my Letterboxd. I'm posting on there again so you can see some written reviews of the movies that I review on here also. And remember guys, keep watching movies.